Hello, the channel. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks again for watching. We're all enjoying the Euros. I'm guessing the English fans will be enjoying the result yesterday. Nail biter on penalties, etc. Really good penalties, right enough. So there we go. We're into the semi-finals. So we've got Spain against France, and we've got Holland against England. So I think they'll be pretty good games. Actually, I know been some real boring games in the tournament, but we're getting to the proper business end of things now as well. So we preview it today. It's not going to be loads of lineups going in, but we'll have a look at the stats, have a look at the predicted lineups, and start working towards hopefully winning something. Before we do that, what's going on with the gallery? So I've been buying again, so quick look at that. There's just loads of value about at the moment. So, as I said in the video I'd done on finding value, sometimes you've kind of got to buy when other people are not buying or there's less demand. So come back to in a wee minute. So yeah, rivals won Division 4 the last time, going pretty well in Division 3 too, or not 3 2, 3 as well. Top of Division 3, unusually good spell in the matches yesterday in the Japanese games. That was good fun actually, to be honest. So just sort of went through and played pretty much all of the Japanese games. And picked up a win in nearly all of them. Nearly got the clean sweep, but Gamba Osaka game lost out narrowly. But yeah, loads of wins, which was absolutely brilliant. So there we go. We might be up in the Division 2 soon. In terms of what's been happening with the gallery, so yeah, just try to pick up some more pieces. Done some really horrendously bad trades for my uniques, etc. But yeah, picked up some really nice cards. So let's have a look at what's been happening. Move myself out the way a wee bit here. No, I'll go this side. You want to see my baldy head, don't you? Of course. So right. Yamakawa and Musa were just so wee moves to complete collections. Douglas Santos and Wilmar Barrios. Well, when people have been following me at all, I think Douglas Santos rare has been one of the most productive cards I've ever really owned, to be honest. So I picked both of these up from Dog Sports. Don't know if you do watch me. I know you sometimes message me, but he's having a wee bit of a change in his gallery plans, etc., and moving things about. So some nice prices there, I think, pretty reasonable. Picked up a Johnny Russell for 18 quid, just sort of building up the in-season options. Messi will be back from the Copa America soon as well. Memphis Depay, we'll see why I bought him in a wee minute. Three guesses there. Xiaomin Q, but I just thought it was a ridiculous price, 140 quid. I mean, Martin Adams left Ulsan now, so Zhu's going to be playing pretty much every game. Kamil Piatovsky I picked up just based on the price as well. Had a complete brainwave and bought Obelai. I don't know why. Just he's in China now, so it's just like that thought of everybody does well in China type thing. But he does. At one point, he was taking penalties for Livingston, so might hit some good form. Not exactly huge prices, and I picked up like a million Brian Dowd. I mean, this guy was, I think, he was the third pick in the MLS draft. Chicago do pretty well actually in terms of selling on young goalkeepers, and Chris Brady, I don't know, he's not covered himself in glory recently, so I think Dowd will get a chance at some point. So amazing entry point. I mean, you look at Chris Brady's still selling, even though he's been absolutely garbage at the moment for like 100 quid. So, this guy gets in, you're looking at potentially maybe a 20x or whatever, which is amazing. This is probably the best one I've picked up. Musiala, 1 out of 100. So I've got him and Upamecano now as well. Just really kind of, I've seen this one, really wanted it. So I've given away too much in terms of the uniques, but the uniques just don't really suit my strategy at the moment, unfortunately. Well, things have changed a lot. Sorry, I might make some other changes. Maybe I'll look a bit daft, but when I was playing unique, really I was using super rare goalkeepers, etc. And it's just not really minded to spend £3,000 or £4,000 on a unique goalkeeper just now. And even if I did, even if I wanted maybe the guy who goes Celtic or whatever, I might still get priced out, etc. as well. So before we go into picking some lineups for this week, let's have a quick look and see what the info is on the game week. So moving myself about again. I'll keep myself here now. Promise. Hope I'm not annoying anybody doing that. So game week 491. It's a bit of a shorter game week. obviously semi-finals Copa America, semi-finals Euros. So we'll focus on them first. Actually, Euros seems to be the one that everyone's following most. So let's have a look at the European Championship. So yeah, I mean they're going to be tight games. I think the stats back that up. So really low win, clean sheet, and XG percentages there as well. If I was to have a bet, I think that the game that might have goals is England and Holland, because England look as if they can be gotten at the back. For big cons, have done really well actually. They played well coming in. Maybe Guehi will come back in. Holland again seem to be playing a bit better, but they conceded first as well. They did look as if they can be scored against too. Spain and France, really interesting one. I mean, I thought Germany were pretty good against Spain actually. I still do think Spain's the best team that are left in, but you just, with France, like, you know, Mbappe's not done much. I think he's getting a goal and assist, although not really played very well, but France very, 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 very solid. So I don't really have stacks for these teams, but obviously if you do, those are the stats. Copa America, well, it was disappointing with Brazil going out. I don't know why there's a bit of a gap in the stats here. So it's Colombia, Uruguay. So I don't know why that is, but we'll talk about the games anyway. Argentina, probably the best fixture against Canada. Canada done amazing to get to that point. Should be pretty tight again. I mean, there's loads of draws, loads of really tight games, and Canada look quite resolute defensively, our defensive side of things, which is quite interesting. Alistair Johnson playing really well too. So again, we'll come back to that because we'll be picking some teams for, or a team for the a team will not be teams in terms of the overall game week. So see, Palmeiras are playing Flamengo again, not licensed teams, but you know, do have cards kicking about for classic modes. France, Spain, Netherlands. Not a huge amount out with that. Because the games have still been going on recently, there's still some stats to come through. So we're still waiting on the K-League stats. I think that's a reasonable fixture for Ulsan, etc. there as well. So bear that in mind. In terms of the predicted lineups, so firstly France. Thuram looks as if he's maybe fit. Dembele was the best player in the last game, I think. So pretty good chance he starts. Camavinga and Rabiot. I mean, if it was up to me, I'd start Camavinga, but it's up to Deschamps, so it'll probably be Rabiot. That all looks fairly standard. Spain's point of view, Unai Simon, back four seems pretty set as well. They're talking about playing Jesus Navas just in terms of pace-wise. Kind of interesting one that's in news. Pedri injured, so Dani Olmo looked really good. Ruiz and Rodri had really good tournaments. Yamal, Nico Williams and Morata, great to watch. Then we've got Holland against England. So we'll start with England. Guehi, I think, will come back in. Cons are probably a bit unlucky because that was really good. Will Luke Shaw play? I mean, missing a bit of natural balance. Playing Trippier, I thought actually got forward pretty well. So we'll see what happens there. But I guess if Shaw's coming back into it, he is a guy who featured when England got to the final against Italy. So there we go. Declan Rice was excellent. I'm really glad I picked up his super rare. I think it'll be a really good card to have next season as well. Arsenal, pretty solid too. Mino I thought was really good as well. Saka scored. Bellingham I think has been really poor actually. Come up with a huge moment and he was quite good in the first game, but really poor overall, as has Kane. So, but we'll see. I mean, there's still lots of quality there, and I think Netherlands definitely are capable of conceding as well. So, in terms of the back four, I mean, Verbruggen kind of kept Holland in it, really, you know. So, midfield wise, shouting Simons and Reinders. I mean, I think that's probably the area England could overcome the game, if that makes sense. You know, I think Depay played a bit better. Just seems to lack the end product, but he is getting involved, and Gakpo has been excellent this tournament. There's no doubt about it. Copa America really hurt me a lot with Brazil going out actually. So we've only got one. No, we've not got any lineups yet. So we'll not be discussing the Copa America too much. But I mean, Brazil going out, that's been a real problem for me. So obviously takes out Alisson super rare, Marquinhos super rare, and rare cards as well, so it's not really going to be ideal. But let's pick some lineups anyway. I always like to use stats here. I mean, I don't think there's going to be there's not going to be a lot of choice here, to be perfectly honest. But I'll not be the only one from that perspective. So you'll see that in a wee minute. So first and foremost, European Championship again. Germany going out, so have lost like Virts, etc. Which but he'll be back. There we go. So we're firmly supporting Holland. Don't be accusing me of being a typical Scottish guy here and just want Holland to win. But I do want Holland to win because you'll see, like, I've only got one mid and it's Xavi Simons. I've actually bought Memphis Depay. I just thought it made most sense to buy him. He is obviously one of the forwards that's a bit affordable just now because he's got an impending move and everything, and looks as if he's just coming back into a bit of form, playing his way into the tournament. Forward wise, don't really have much else. Really, Ferran Torres. Then defensively, Trent probably won't start, so it's Upamecano or Saliba. I think Upamecano's been scoring marginally better this tournament. I think over and above that as well, if you look at Spain, they're pretty good in the wide areas. France play with a back four, so Will Koundé and Theo do a number on the wide guys. Upamecano and Saliba are going to come up against Morata, so that's a reasonable matchup, I think, from their point of view. Who do we go with? I mean, Xavi Simons I wasn't really that impressed with last game, but he obviously is a baller. Virgil will have a point to prove against England. I do think there's probably more attendance to be goals. We should probably captain Depay, but I'm going to captain Virgil just because, England scored a good goal from Saka, obviously, but they've not really looked like scoring a lot of goals this tournament. I do think that the Dutch can be got at, but there we go. Copa America, again, I'm not really going to have wild choices here, if that makes sense, but we'll wire in the available teams anyways. So I don't have a full Argentinian stack either, so we're going to have to go really not optimal at all. I think I'm going to go with Facundo Palestre because I just don't really want to play loads of Argentinians against the defence of Canada. So the thing is with these other teams, they're don't have a lot of cards left, so it's going to be quite interesting. I guess we've really got to play Messi. There's no other choice other than playing Messi. If he starts, he's the most capable in terms of AA, and then I'm calling him Rodrigo de Pish at the moment because that's the way he's playing. Arana is actually out. Cifuentes is not playing. Don't really trust Di Maria to play, so I'm going to have to play Rodrigo de Pish, as I call him. I'm going to have to captain Messi. I know it's against Crepo and Johnson, but Johnson's been quite solid. He can still put up AA. Crepo can hit AA, so if there's a 1-0 game, Messi scores a winner, could still work out quite well. So we want the Paul Messi, we want Palestre to do well in our tight game. It's not optimal at all, but I just don't. You've just got to go with it at this point. I suppose that's the issue of not having a full stack. Guys with full stack probably do better. Again, Camilo Vargas, really good tournament. Got to go with Munoz beside him because he's in an unbelievable tournament. Again, I've got the same issue here, so probably go for Valverde in terms of a bit of AA. Could go kind of Schaffelberg's actually been pretty good, so this could be a wee bit of a differential. See, he done pretty well in the last game, so that's interesting. And go for the big Alistair Johnson 16% card there as well. How's it going to work out in terms of who's scoring? I'm just going to go for Alistair Johnson captain because Celtic player, he's scored really well in this tournament, and if they do put up a real backs to the walls job, then you'd imagine he's going to score well, so we'll go with that. In terms of the general game week, well, what else is happening? So let's see if we've actually got it. I don't know if now you can get an under-23s team out, but you never know. So All-Star, under-23s rare. Yeah, we'll get a team out. What's prizes like? Probably not that good, to be fair. There's not a lot on, but that's not so rare's fault now. It's covering everything, the Olympics and everything, so you do. Rewards. So you get tier 1, $120 for first, pretty poor, but again, there's not really much on. So for Bruggen we're using, then we've got Matthias Danelli or Bake. Got a couple of bake cards, so we can definitely use him here. Again, Seoul at home as well. Kim Jun-hoon started the last game, so that's good. Corinthians have been pretty poor actually, but I think I'll keep Baek Youngbum for the contender. Could use Saliba here again. It's not really a favourable fixture against Spain. Kim Jae-sung was really good. The fact that I'm going to change it. I'm going to go with Kim Jae-sung and Baek because he came back and he was scoring pretty well. I don't know. Might be a situation where he comes back out of the team after playing, but I mean these aren't vintage options, by the way. Like just in case of ramming guys in, I think. But Kang Min, so he starts quite a lot because of the unders rule. So play him. Lee Ho Jae is definitely, I think, the pick in terms of Moan Gallery anyway. Only projected 46, but he's been doing pretty well recently, to be honest. And then last selection was kind of talking up Saliba. I'm going to use Saliba in here actually. Where is he? Yeah, I'm going to use him. I guess he could do pretty well against. Morata. Spain could score a few as well. So there goes. Captain wise, Lee Ho Jae or Kim Ji-sung. I'm going to captain Kim Ji-sung. Joo-sung. Sorry about pronunciations. I mean, it's a team that's got a chance. I mean, it's not one of the vintage teams, but I think it's going to be quite a hard sort of general game week. We don't have any regions open, so that means that I'm going to have to play my Ulsan guys in All-Star, I think. Again, need to look out for some news because there's been a pain in the backside in terms of rotations, etc. So, Jo Yin Woo, pretty straightforward one. Lee Myung Jae's missed a couple of games, which is a pain in the backside. So, and Kim Young Gwon's been injured too. So, that and Seo Young Woo going away has just been a complete nightmare. Like, let's use the actual sheet here because I'll end up missing stuff if I don't. So, Murillo with the highest projected score. I think I'll probably go with him actually. Check and see if he's likely to start, but looks as if he has been missed a couple of games on, who was suspended, etc. I'll need to check on that. Nagadu looks like it's Shanghai sit away, so that's a hard game. Could go with Lucas Piton against Corinthians. Corinthians have not really been that good. Johnston I'm using. Make a decision, Mark. Go with Murillo, and then I'll check on his availability. And then we've got midfield options. Rodrigo the Fish, right up at the top of the projected scores. Let's hope that that's correct. Big Rodrigo. Right. Quite fancy Shanghai at home, actually. So, Bojanic, the problem is he comes in and out. Like, he's in and out like the hokey cokey, that guy. Bloody Ulsan manager doing my head in on it, honestly. So, Beijing Guan, not really that good today. Go with Matthias Vargas, and then that lets me go with either. Right. So, it's going to have to play Messi, obviously. And it's Felipe Silva or it's Gustavo. I think I'm going to go Gustavo. Sorry, Felipe Silva. But I think just that combination could be quite good to score a few goals. Chengdu are good as well, but I'll put Big Felipe in our team. Messi captain. There we go. So that's a few teams picked. I mean, there's not a huge amount on. Just hearing some notifications there coming through, so I wonder whether Bodo Glimt are running riot. They are 3-0. Captain scored. Nice. Mickelson getting an assist as well. So 3-4-2-5-1. I don't really need to worry too much about Hogger coming on now. I think the guy was kind of gambling in that or wasn't checking the lineup. Probably the latter. So looks as if in rivals we should qualify there now. Let's see what's happening with the division. So yeah, 31 points, about to go to 34. Top three get the same amount of boxes, are the same standard of boxes, and then we've got down to 20 points is sixth. So there's still a good few games to go, I guess. Wonder what people are going to play like tomorrow and stuff. I know Euros on, so people will be playing all these random games. But I kind of want to get up to the top divisions now, to be honest, after making a good run. There we go, that's 20 minutes. So we've done the preview, we've looked at some lineups, we've got some teams in. I guess at this point, there'll be a lot of people maybe not able to play as much. If not, hopefully you enjoy semi-finals. Hopefully France don't bore everybody to death again. For the England game, actually, it was a bit better. It started a bit better and then went a bit quiet again. But at the end of the day, you've got to be in it to win it and all that sort of stuff as well. So a really interesting game, Holland against England. For purely Sorare purposes, nothing to do with the fact that I'm Scottish and support all the teams that play against England. I really want Holland to win as well. So Danny, Dark, all the guys, Salah, Rocky, etc. I'm in your corner for this one. So that's going to be a bit embarrassing if it's going to be like a France-England final. But there we go. I think it's been a good tournament. I've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed rivals through the tournament. I think Sorare made a great job of that. And then hopefully there'll be more good stuff to come this month. So anyway, we'll end in customary fashion. If you're playing this midweek, good luck and go fuck.